Dominique Thorne is here today, guys. We're going to play a little game with you today, if you don't mind.
Ooh.
We do this segment with everybody. It's called Check It or Let It Slide. Lets us get to know your personality a little. Okay. I'll answer them with you. Situations in life that happen.
Okay.
Do you check somebody or do you let it slide?
Okay.
Okay, come on.
All right. You're on a date and your date keeps calling you Riri.
Oh. Check that at the door. No. Definitely not.
Immediately checking. By the way, not just Riri, but any incorrect name.
Like,
or yes,
that is not
baby.
Cute.
Yeah. First date.
That's not cute.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Your homegirl spoils a big Ironheart plot twist the day the episode drops.
Damn.
She felt that.
Check it. I hate spoilers. I hate spoilers so bad.
New episodes, you got to stay off of social media.
What?
Stay off social media.
The leak is real.
Or if you do post on social media, give an alert like, hey, spoiler alert.
Exactly.
So I can flip by real quick.
Shout out to the people who do that.
Have some respect.
Yes.
Your relative shows up late to a premiere in a full carnival outfit.
Not carnival.
We're letting that slide because that's true Trini fashion.
Wow. Letting it slide.
She said she here to represent.
You almost might enjoy that.
Yeah, for real.
Have you been, by the way?
Yes.
Did you wear an outfit?
2023. I did Monday wear. I didn't do full like pretty mask, but I did Monday wear.
What is Monday wear?
That's like where they'll have somebody like custom make you a little something, and you do like Juve and everything, all the like pre stuff with that.
Yeah.
But it's not like the full like, headpiece.
You haven't done that yet.
No, not yet.
Someone compares you to other actresses in an interview.
Let it slide.
Really?
Yeah, that be happening. I've had people call me other people and be like,
stop
what
it.
You know what? I like them, so fine.
Define other people.
Sometimes it would be folks like photographers.
Who do you get mistaken for?
Mahala Harold. I get that one a lot. Someone at the BET Awards tried to congratulate me on the new Netflix show. Forever. Yeah, shout out Lovey. We love her. But yeah.
How do you handle said situation?
You're like, oh yeah, I love that show, but that's not me. That's Lovey. We love her.
Oh, so checking it.
Politely,
that's a polite check. That is a polite check.
Yes,
letting it slide would have been like, thank you.
We let it slide for the photogs.
Did you grow up in Brooklyn your whole life? Oh, wow.
East Flatbush.
East Flatbush. Vibes over there.
Big Fenimore.
Look at the Trini girl from East Flatbush.
Absolutely. Through and through. That's what I'm saying. Really feel like born and raised,
Your ex texts you after.
Check it.
Check it.
Check it.
Say that.
Check it.
Body check it. Texting for what? Texting for what?
Act like you don't got that number.
That was fun. See, I feel like we learned a little bit about you already.
Nice.
We learned a little bit more about you. More check. You are a checker. You are a Trini from Brooklyn.
Hey.
So there's nothing surprising about that. You lean to the check side.
We'll keep it cute, maybe.
Polite checking is going on. But it's been so great to see you just the trajectory of everything you've been doing and are gonna do. And how do you feel, first of all?
I feel good.
Yeah?
I feel like I can breathe,
What do you mean?
It's just been so long. It's been 5 years since I got the job.
Yeah.
Then about 3 years since we finished shooting it.
People don't realize that.
Not at all.
You get excited when it first happens, when you get the call, you get the job.
Exactly.
You're like, we're going to shoot this show. Tell everybody what it is, by the way.
Ironheart.
I mean, just a little Ironheart.
Now streaming Disney Plus. The last 3 episodes dropped today. So that's insane. But
I'm going home to watch tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Binge it this weekend. I know. So good.
Yeah, I'm glad it's out there.
So you got the call 5 years ago about this?
2020.
They
June
said
2020.
They said, hey, this is your role.
Yeah.
Anthony Ramos is going to be. What did you like? How does the call go? What did they tell you?
There was nothing at that time other than, we want you to play this role. We want to bring her to life in the form of this 6-episode series. We're going to introduce her in Wakanda Forever. Ryan's going to call you later to kind of pitch you on the whole thing. But at that point, it was literally, as far as the show goes, it was literally just our EP, Zoe, and myself. And that was it.
Oh, nobody else was on board yet.
It was just the two of us in like Zoom limbo.
But you know when you get
forever.
a call like that and it's like, you know that they're spending money on it, it's going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
It's part of the franchise. You
Right.
you already know that this is like, that's a big call.
It's about to be a thing.
Yeah, it's about to be
it's
a
about to be
thing.
something. Yeah, absolutely.
That's so great. So what has it been like since it's dropped? What's the vibes been?
God, it's
Really?
been insane. I did this monologue slam last night in Brooklyn. Shout out to the Soul Soiree. That was such a
What did you do?
beautiful room of people. I did a monologue it was Lady Percy's monologue from Henry IV, Part 1, Shakespeare. They said we could do absolutely anything.
You chose Shakespeare?
That's like the love of my life right there. Like,
really?
oh my God. That's what I thought I was going to be doing when I committed to acting and all that. So to get the opportunity to do that was
You thought
so
Shakespeare
yummy.
was where you're going to land?
Yeah, I loved it so bad.
How does that, where does that come from? On what planet?
It comes from PPAS. It comes from high school, and all my acting teachers. Really, they kind of set you up for that because all 4 years kind of build up to you finally getting to do these Shakespeare scenes. And so when you come in as a freshman, all the seniors are doing these crazy, wild, intense Shakespeare scenes, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm ready for that, you know? And then when we finally got to do it, I fell in love. I really, really did, because he's really talking his shit, you know? And so many of those. So word, I got to do that last night with a fabulous group of other performers.
It's different though, right? Like being on set and then doing something and being in front of people. And
It's so different.
Yeah.
It's so different.
Would you get nervous or no?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you really?
Yeah, at least just a little bit, but it's a good nervous,
I got this.
Yeah,
embody
it
this.
fuels you, especially when you're seeing everyone else going and you're like, yeah, let's do this, It's been great.
You've had your ride has been, even I was thinking about that earlier. How old were you when you got the Black Panther call?
I was probably 19.
So you're 19.
Yeah.
You probably you've done stuff. You've done stuff. You've done some stuff.
Yeah.
You've been at this for probably however many years.
Probably about 6 or 7 years.
Oh, 6 or 7 years.
Because I started in high school.
Right.
Yeah.
But that call got to hit different.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Did they say, we want you to be Black Panther? How does that what happens?
Oh man. Well, it started with a tape, a self-tape. I was sending out so many self-tapes at that time because that was my first time leaving the city. And the agents that I was with at the time were very encouraging about me going to college, but they said that sending self-tapes out would be the way to stay connected to the industry in the city, get people to know you, casting directors to know you. So I was sending out tapes.
So you put a phone in your house? I got
a little tripod for my iPhone. I think at some point I had a camera, or I borrowed one from a department or something. But yeah, I would have that set up. I would take it to class with me sometimes, and just anyone that was lagging in the room too late after class was done, oh, can you just read these lines with me real quick, and make all these tapes. And so that was one of the tapes that I made. And at some point, maybe a few weeks go by, and they call my agents and they say oh, we want to see her do another one. I think I made another tape, and I was hitting up all my Kenyan homegirls from campus because there were so many international students. So I was like, y'all about to help me get this accent down, and getting them to do it with me. And then I sent the second tape, and then they asked me to come to either LA or Atlanta to do a screen test with Chadwick. And
even then, that's probably it's building, right? It's
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's oh my God.
I feel
take me up
you're telling me the story, and I'm like, oh my God.
I thought, of course you think oh my God, is this it? Is this go? Is this the moment? Is this the chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just trying to lean in at every opportunity. It was either Atlanta first. No, it was LA first and then Atlanta. And yeah, did a screen test with Chadwick, a chemistry read. That's insane. It's walking in the room and literally feeling like you're sharing the space with royalty. Meeting Ryan for the first time, I want to say. Yeah, I think that was that was definitely the first time that I had met him. Yeah, and then
come on, little powerhouse walking in that room. Come on. And did you kill it?
Wait. Oh, I hope so. I like to think I did.
You must have, because you got the role.
Like, I think I did a good job. But of course, at the time, you're only thinking like, oh my God, like I should have did this and I didn't do that. But and it goes by so fast, you know.
How was Chadwick with you?
He's incredible.
Yeah.
He was so incredible. It's insane to think back, like, in that, 5-7 minute audition, you see all that people say he was. You feel all that people have spoken him up to be. You can feel that, like, presence, that grounding, that knowing, you know, like, this is a man on a mission and he's standing in his power. You feel all of that. It's like, oh my God, like, no wonder he's the Black Panther. No wonder he's the king, you know, he is.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
What about Ryan? Me and Brittany are obsessed with Ryan Coogler. He came into my podcast, and I think, since Fruitville, I have been like,
exactly.
He just has such a, I don't know. I've never worked with him. I can't imagine what that is.
Man, it's all of that. You know, it's like, whoa, like, what is this man tapped into, you know?
Yeah.
And you just have to respect it. I remember at that time meeting him, I was absolutely like, I was definitely more nervous walking in that room to share space with that man, because seeing Fruitvale was the reason that I even considered like peeping into the film space. Before that, like I was saying, I was all about theater. But I saw that movie and I was like, I actually saw that movie right before I had to do my like senior year jury scene, which was my Shakespeare scene.
Wow.
So it's like, oh my God, all these 4 years built up to this moment. And our like humanities teacher had just finished showing us that movie. I was doing Brutus and Julius Caesar, and that just like fueled me. Like I was hot, you know, going into that.
Yeah. That movie of all movies.
I know, literally. Like
wow.
That just happened to be what they were, you know, showing on that day, what we were talking about in class. And
it was something about like the simplicity, but also the nuance of it that was, I don't know,
beautiful.
It was so beautiful. It was so well
grounded.
done.
And I think that's what translates. And I think that's why we all love him, you know? His work is really, even with something as supernatural or, you know, deep in the sci-fi space as some of the Marvel stuff is, it's still grounded in like our cultural richness, you know?
And authenticity.
Exactly.
Yeah, he seems to have that nailed.
Exactly.
That must be dope though, to have to share space, working space.
Absolutely.
With some, because I mean,
literally a privilege.
I mean, that is I was going to say a privilege, right? Because I'm sure that's not the normal experience.
You know,
like it's not the average experience
right.
that working actors probably, especially working
right.
Black actors, have had in the past however many years.
Exactly. I've heard so many of those stories, and I, on bended knee, thank my Lord that has been him, Barry Jenkins, Shaka King. Like that has been my introduction to this space, you know?
I mean,
so grateful.
Well, how are you dealing with all of this? How are you managing the shift in life that happens when you get roles like this and you've been put on this platform, these platforms this big?
Yeah, that's a great question, Angie. One step at a time, you know? I'm really trying to just stay connected to what feels like me and what feels genuine, and just not
get
doing
lost
too much, you know?
Yeah.
Really trying to, like that monologue slam, like that ask came
That is
in,
the essence of who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that it happened right at that time, because I was just got back from the LA premiere and all of that press, and it's like, there was like a 90% chance it wasn't going to happen, but holding on to it for that 10% that actually came through and ended up happening was like, oh yeah, like
this is what I do.
This is it. Yeah.
Has anybody in your family ever done anything like this?
Not at all.
No. What kind of family do you go?
Oh my gosh.
What's the
like blue collar like workers, you know? Like my dad, when I was growing up, my dad was in construction for the longest and like just worked his way up into like the office side of that business by the time I had gotten to college. My mother was a babysitter growing up. My aunt was the only one who went to college and like 4-year got a degree and I was in Trinidad. She went and got like her second master's. But yeah, that's the experience of most of my family. You know, most of them are still in Trinidad. So absolutely, I think that
Do you
is a
spend
big
time
part
there?
of it.
Have you been?
Yeah, for sure.
They probably go
Absolutely.
crazy for you.
Man, they need to lock in for sure, because every time I do go back, it's nothing but love. It really, really is. And so
what do you even like? I feel like the world could be yours, right? Like, so
Oh,
what
man.
what is the dream? Like, what is the 5 years from now?
The Globe. The Globe.
You want the Globe?
I would love to go do Shakespeare at the Globe in London. I would love to do that.
That's
that's been my dream forever. And I actually was gonna go to a conservatory that like studied there at the Globe for a year. But I ended up going to Cornell, obviously. And so I think that's just always been in my mind, like, like I have to at some point one day.
You studied theater at Cornell, or what did you?
No,
you did not.
No, I studied human development, social and personality development.
But you always knew you wanted to act.
Yeah, but I didn't know that it could be a career for real until like someone told me that.
Yeah.
You know, like 2015, I had this mentor who said, like, sat me down and was like, "Hey, if you like this, you deserve to do this for the rest of your life. You could, you know."
Why? What made them see it?
I was doing this competition called the Young Arts Competition, and that is a whole story in itself. Like 60,000 applicants across the country.
Wow.
And I almost didn't apply. I literally submitted my tape like 2 minutes before the deadline, but was chosen like one of 6 people to go for spoken theater. Went down to Miami for like a week-long intensive. And at the end of the week, and they have all these crazy masterclass teachers, like Phylicia Rashad was there, James Caan from The Godfather. Like, it was insane. And that was just for acting. Like, they had like I don't know, classical dance, ballet, jazz, like all of these crazy disciplines, like sculpting, fine art. It was madness. But in the acting part of it, you have this like week-long classes, workshops, whatever. You're working toward a performance that you have like 5 days to put together, like everybody does. And you rotate throughout the week to see the performances. And at the end, they choose like a guy and a girl from each discipline to be presidential scholars in the arts. And that's like, you go to the White House, you perform for like at the John F. Kennedy Center, like that's a whole other thing. And so when we're doing like our exit interviews, that's when the woman had sat me down. It was like a board of like four mentors, I want to say.
Wow.
Her name was Jen Waldman. She was incredible. And yeah, they asked me how my experience was and everything, and I started to cry. And she said that because I don't know, like I didn't grow up thinking that like what you enjoy could be your life, like
wow.
I grew up thinking work is work, you work hard, and you put your nose down and you do what you have to do to like,
Pay
to
the
live.
bills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when she said that, I was like, oh, like it changed my brain chemistry. Yeah, and changed my trajectory for sure.
But the talent had to already been there for that to even be
Amen.
a conversation at that point.
Amen. I really do feel grateful for the teachers that I've had. Like,
where are you with because I know we talk about this in the show, but like in real life, where are you with AI?
Oh man, I'm terrified.
Are you?
I'm one of them.
Are you really?
I'm one of them. Close the blinds. Deactivate Siri. Like, no, what is it called? No Face ID.
You don't do it? You have a piece of tape on your...
No, like, I really am. I'm like an old lady. I don't know. ChatGPT terrifies me.
So you don't use it?
I used it for the first time, like, maybe like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, my God.
I'm not gonna lie. My manager actually is the one who put it up, and he was like, tell me about Dominique Thorne. And when this thing told me about me, oh, Angie. I like wanted to run and hide. But I used it the other day to like, I think it was during press, and I wanted to hear like, oh, what do you think about Iron Man and Riri Williams meeting in the MCU? And this thing gave me like 3 different breakdowns.
Oh no, I'm clear. I use it all the time. It's wild.
Oh my God. I'm also now seeing folks who have like personal AI assistants. Like I'll go into Zoom meetings and they have their AI assistant like taking notes. Like that's where we
That's
are
where
in the
we-
world.
yes.
That blows my mind.
It's 100% where we are.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you're not more
I know,
deep down the
right?
rabbit hole.
Playing
of it.
Riri Williams. Nah.
Yeah, and you're like using ChatGPT like Google still.
Not at all.
I am so surprised.
Not at all. I'm not on the tech. They're lucky I'm on Instagram. They really am. They be fighting with me, Angie.
They want you to post. They want you,
You
to post.
know? Oh man.
You're not a social media girl.
Nah, not for real.
It's a weird space.
Yeah, I don't know. But like trying to make it your own and stuff, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I do need to like get a little more comfortable. I see that's where we're going in the world.
Yeah.
I gotta engage.
You don't want to be behind.
But oh my God, it's terrifying.
Something to think about.
For real.
All right, everybody, go see the show. Anything else people need to know? You want to share or?
I mean,
Should we go through your in real life questionnaire?
Oh,
Last thing you ate was a falafel crunch. That sounds terrible, but
it was good.
Was it? Okay.
Was really good.
Your karaoke song is "They'll Never Be."
From Switch. I like that song too.
Why don't I know
It's
this
like,
song?
There'll never be a better, never be.
Oh, a better life. Oh, Switch back in the day, Switch.
Yeah.
I thought it was like
a.
Oh, you know Switch. That's El DeBarge. That's DeBarge.
Yes.
They had Switch before they had DeBarge. See, I knew what she was talking about. I just didn't know.
Angie, I don't know.
You knew I knew better than that.
I knew you did.
That's a good song.
Yeah,
Of all songs?
That's a great song.
Oh, that's fire. That means you got good taste.
Period.
Okay. What is your superpower?
The amount of lines that I've memorized in like this last week alone, definitely memorization.
Memorization.
For sure.
How do you do it? Is there a trick?
Oh man, just read and read and read and read and repeat. That's it for us.
Read and repeat.
If it's like, oh, I gotta get it, I'll like write it all out. I had a teacher that was like, write the first letter of every word. Like writing it over and over again helps, or like recording it and listening to it back.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
People don't think about that when they think about the acting gift and talent.
Oh yeah.
You have to memorize all those words.
Yeah, I got 14 pages in 2 days like last week. Oh man, that was insane, And it tests you every time. Do I still got it?
And you got it.
And we got it.
You did it. That's your superpower.
For real.
Your celebrity crush.
Mr. Mahershala Ali. All love and respect. That is a brilliant man. Oh my God.
Your voice changed when you said his name.
Angie, don't do me like this when we're in public. Man, but yeah, that's a talent.
What is it that you admire about Mr. Mahershala?
Oh my goodness. He is
Is it the skin tone? Is it the height? Is
First
it the
of all, I mean, the
talent?
packaging is perfect.
The packaging is
we'll
perfect.
Get that out the way.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, the talent, the execution, the craft, I just feel like people don't craft like that as effortlessly as it seems like he does and as consistently as he does. When you're like trying to think about wanting to choose good projects and align yourself with like beautiful work, he hits that nail on the head every single time, And it's so soft and
you mentioned that it was also in a perfect package.
That is also correct. That is also a fact. Yes. We will not
She
ignore
sounds like a
that
beautiful man.
at all.
Have you met him?
No, I've not. I hope I get to work with him.
Will you share your worship and your celebrity crushness?
It might take me a while, but we'll get there.
So cute. One thing on your bucket list: to surf.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brittany just did that.
Oh my
I've done it once. I did it in
God.
Hawaii. I almost killed myself. She's way more talented than me.
God. Have to at least once.
Yeah, you should. You should do it in like Hawaii.
Or
Barbados or Trinidad.
Like
do they have waves in Trinidad? I don't know. Maybe go to Hawaii. Do it in Hawaii. I did it in Hawaii. It was a vibe.
Yeah, word. Yeah, I need to.
And they're on every corner. Like in Hawaii, you could get a surf instructor on like every corner.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Your pet peeve: cold food.
Man.
You want to heat it up every time?
Yes. Oh my gosh, steaming, please. Let me blow.
Pause. Yeah,
Big pause.
Thank you. The last thing that sent you down a YouTube rabbit hole.
I had to be honest. It's so corny. Oh my God. But, I have a little brother. So we be playing this game called Genshin Impact. And there was this level 50 boss and I didn't know how to beat it. And so, I went down a little YouTube rabbit hole how to do it. And I did it. So.
And you did beat him?
I did. I did twice,
Let it be known.
Exactly.
And what is this emoji of yours?
The little sad one, but it has like tears.
Oh, the watery eyes?
Yeah.
That watery eye?
It's so cute.
That's your favorite one? All right, first of all, everybody must see. You're dropping the 3 episodes. When today?
Tonight. They come out at 9 p.m.
And it's doing really well,
Eastern
right?
Time. Yeah.
What do people know? Give them in case they haven't seen any episodes yet. What are they going to watch?
Man, this is young Riri Williams picking up after the madness that she caused in Wakanda Forever. Now she's been forced to go back home and really reflect on her choices and her decisions. Really start to consider what it means to have
in Chicago.
Have to go back to the heart of it, go back to her home to figure out what kind of impact she wants to have on the world. Because whether she's trying to or not, that's what her work is doing. And we're seeing her really reckon with that and kind of be forced to reflect on the events that got her here, where she stands today and who Ironheart's going to be. Now that she knows all of this, it's like a no going back. You must move forward. And to do that, she has to ask some tough questions.
And Anthony Ramos. How great is he to work with?
Oh, my God.
We love Anthony.
He is so special, man.
He is?
He's such a gift. He's hilarious. And he makes this so fun, Press was definitely 10 times easier
when he was there
doing it with him. Absolutely. He's such a light, man. He really, really is.
That's so dope. All right. Well, everybody gets to watch it. New episodes dropping. And congrats on everything, baby.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see you in Shakespeare.
Amen.
Amen. Dominique Thorne, everybody.